Hello, and welcome to the Slightly Biased Podcast with
Vinny,
Derek,
and Grayson,
No,
and
Caroline.
Grayson.
hi, Caroline.
Hi.
Why'd you say and you and then and Caroline? That's improper.
And your mom.
you're the rude dude again.
Yeah,
the rude dude's back.
Rude dude.
Hashtag rude dude.
Fun fact: the business cards have been ordered.
It's
They're
hashtag
coming in real soon.
It's
You
hashtag
literally ordered business cards?
Yeah,
we're rude dude redemption
For
up in
all
here.
of you?
I ordered 500 business cards today.
You should be like passing those out on the tea and shit.
Yeah, that's why I
Probably.
ordered business cards.
Probably.
We just need a website first.
We have a
It'll
website.
get there.
Did you put the website on the business cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
So then you can't give out the business cards until you have your website up.
The website exists.
It
With the-
exists, but
yeah.
Grayson promised us
If
he'd
only,
make a super
give me-
website.
give me
if
the
only we
domain.
had someone capable.
Give me
I
the
know.
login.
We
Give
need-
me the domain login.
Let me show me the website first before I give it to you.
What do you mean? What?
I'm
That's
gonna-
not how it works.
I'm
Can't
gonna
just build you a
I'm going to
website.
code this in C sharp, in D flat.
Grayson, please be quiet. We're having a podcast here.
Do you, oh no! The bit was too good. I can't respond.
Yeah, classic stuff. Anyways, back to business.
How was your week?
Derek, how was your week?
It was good.
That's it. What'd you do this week?
Let's see.
Get me in the building.
You
here.
haven't gotten your nose surgery yet. We're still waiting for the nose surgery.
Next week.
So
Your nose job.
I don't feel actually good update on that. Don't feel particularly good about that surgery actually happening next week.
Wow.
Really?
It seems as though the practitioner that is going to perform the surgery, that the office of the practitioner,
Is busy at AA that week.
seems to have dropped the ball yet again.
Surprising nobody.
So I called yesterday. Like, oh yeah, we're working on it. And then I called my insurance today, and they're like, yeah, they submitted it yesterday. I'm like, are you kidding me? So
What the fuck was that?
what was that,
A
Grayson?
train just rolled through.
Anyways, not feeling great. Not feeling great about the surgery.
Can you keep it professional for once, please?
No.
Thank you.
Never.
Say that for Sunday.
We are
I'm
That's
feeling
not
not
good.
professional.
I'm feeling good about the surgery itself.
You can't get the
I'm
mic
not feeling
stand
good
right.
about the precursory events that need to occur in order for the event to occur.
That's too bad.
Yeah, it's a pain in the
Is
ass.
it just scheduling snafus or is it logistical stuff too?
No, it's like they have to get authorization from my insurance, and they're supposed to submit it on Monday, and they submitted it yesterday.
Jesus Christ, that's not
Ooh,
good.
No.
Fun fact, I just changed my health insurance this week
To who?
to TRICARE, which is a military provider.
Nice.
It's cheaper, and I got dental insurance as well.
Are you not with
Congratulations.
what is it, the VA?
I am with the VA, but the VA doesn't have the best reputation for getting you actually in the door.
Really?
So
Yeah.
Go figure.
I have signed up for TRICARE Select,
TRICARE Select.
and that will be my new healthcare provider.
Go figure.
What else did you do this week, Derek?
I took a course to become a software administrator.
Wow. How involving is the course to become a software administrator?
So it was an intro course, and it was 12 to 6 every day
Oh, shit.
this week.
So it's a boot camp kind of thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I've
learned
had to-
I learned a lot, and that's
I once
it was very long.
I once took a boot camp from my previous employer. They spent $6,000 on it.
I went
It
to boot
was-
camp once too.
It was.
Did you climb over some ropes?
What's a boot camp?
It's like a quick rundown of a course in a week or a subject in a week.
I thought this was an exercise thing.
No, it's
It depends-
it's basic training.
I haven't gone to basic training.
That's what I thought.
I've done
I thought you were
both. No,
talking
but
about
I've actually
that.
done.
Don't talk to him about Biloxi.
I've actually
Don't go
done.
down to
No,
Stout.
I thought you were
We're
actually
not
talking about
talking
basic right
about
I
there.
did a
Biloxi
Cisco.
ever.
I did a Cisco CCNA boot camp for a week, Monday through Friday. It was like from like 8 to 9 p.m. every day, and a company spent $6,000 on it, and I learned nothing because it was too much information in a week.
Did you pass? Did you get
Sounds
your
like
CCNA?
you're making
I-
excuses for your lack of
failed the test.
intelligence.
Did you retake it? When did you do
soaking.
That was like years ago. This was years ago. This is
Oh.
in 2016.
I think it just sounds like you
2015.
can't absorb information very well. How was my week, Grayson? Well, my week was
that? Oh,
good.
Grayson, I'll talk more about my week.
Okay.
This is Derek again. That was all I did this week.
Back to you, Derek.
Um,
And that was Derek.
no, hold on. Trying to think of anything. We played D&D on Sunday. Obviously,
We got D&D.
Yeah.
We
about
we
it.
had to kick a poor lady on her computer out of a room in order to play.
Did we? Was that this week?
Yeah, that was this week. Oh, that was
I
last
was not
Sunday.
there for
That was last week. No, that was this week.
That was this week. That was the last time we
We
played.
didn't kick her out. I mean,
Well,
she,
we asked her to leave. And
very
she was like,
nicely.
I thought that was interesting. She was like, "Yeah, I'll be done in like 15 minutes."
Who the hell takes up an entire room
It was a dining room with
Yeah.
a dining table
And it was just
She
one
ju-
person.
for 10 people.
She just needs her space.
She was sitting there with a laptop in the middle of the table.
Doesn't she have her own apartment to go?
There
do
was a
that?
lounge. There was a lounge right outside that room that had chairs, sofas,
Mm-hmm.
Coffee tables,
everything you could possibly
counters. It had a bar. Like you could have sat at the bar. Weird choice. Anyway, she left though. It worked out.
Your turn, Grayson.
My week was pretty uneventful, I think. I had a lot of unfortunate ex-girlfriend drama, but besides
Let's talk about that for 45 minutes.
besides that,
Ex-girlfriends, who
it
needs
would
them?
it would take 45 minutes, so we're not going to
Let's
talk about
talk
that.
about that.
Let's talk about that.
Do you still have that soundbite?
He does, but he's not.
I do.
He's not optimally configured to be able to be in quick reach of the soundboard. So
That's all right. I'm doing to write someone down right now.
he's basically pinned down by his boom. So
That's all right.
he's got his notepad though.
What
He's
are you
He's
writing?
writing notes in
Nothing.
the notepad.
Just notes.
Generic.
All right, tell me about your week besides that.
I'm on a tight deadline at work. It's real stressful. We have to get funding for a project that we're already working on. So we have to get it into a working state in order to get the funding, in order to be able to afford to get it into a working state.
Nice.
Yeah, that's software development for you. Finish the product so that you can pitch it to the customer so that they can give you funding to do the product. That is literally software development in a nutshell for me right now. For my
It
team
doesn't
right
sound
now.
like a sound business practice.
It's upsetting. The customer keeps wanting more and more. Well, actually, it's my boss who keeps saying we should add more and more features to the demo. And this is a demo.
Now, are you developing the front end or the back end?
I've said this before on the pod, but it is a full stack position, and I work full stack. So
So the GUI, the
How
sticky.
knowledgeable are you on full stack?
Hmm?
How knowledgeable are you on full stack?
I'm aware of all of the components of the large
Okay.
of the stack. I
Nice.
take the full stack, and I make it amazing.
You're a stack man.
I'm very good at the whole stack.
Oh,
Yeah.
little cockiness coming out of
Oh, yeah.
Grayson.
I
Good
thought. Wait,
stuff,
is this
good
a
stuff.
euphemism? Are we playing with euphemisms? What's happening?
We could.
Is this a sex joke?
I don't know.
That was not a sex joke.
Okay. No, no, it is a
Get
stack.
your head out of the gutter, boy.
It is a stack that I know of. I know how to do the back end of the stack and the front end of the stack. How was your week? Vinny?
Employers.
This is falling off the edge.
yeah, that
Oh,
joke. I
my-
killed that joke. That
my
was bad.
my notes here will outline my almost entire week. I kind of stopped taking notes midweek.
Oh
but
yeah. You're doing that thing where you write down everything that happens to you for the week.
Last Friday, I watched a movie called
Quality content.
Whitewater Mile. This movie is about a corporate retreat gone wrong, in which an ad agency decides to go whitewater rafting for their retreat, and
that is a bad idea written
and
all
with
over.
their-
it.
That sounds like Up a Creek.
with some of their customers.
Isn't that the
and
plot
10
of
of them
Up a Creek?
died.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
it's
So it was a
somewhat
ho-
based on
was
our
it a
true
horror
no,
movie?
It was just like it was like just a
Are you sure that's
movie.
not the plot of Without a Paddle?
Without a Paddle stars 3 people. This one started a lot more than 3 people.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Without a
without a
Paddle-
paddle. Also, they're looking for DB Cooper's treasure.
Oh, is that
Yep.
it? Okay.
Yeah,
And
that's I love that movie.
They made a sequel, but it was TV, straight to TV kind of thing.
So it was bad.
Yes, yeah. Without a Paddle is Dak Shepard,
Seth,
Matthew Lillard,
Seth Green.
and Seth Green. I think those are 3.
Moving on.
Burt Reynolds plays DB Cooper. Fun fact.
Moving on.
Saturday. Do you guys ever use a Ouija board? Ever use a Ouija board?
No, I'm not
Yes.
13.
Yes, I have.
No, but I listen to podcasts on Ouija boards.
They're scary.
They are scary. I don't want to
I
use
don't
one.
How do they
I don't
make
like
them?
How do they? What do you mean? How do they?
How do you make
them?
any board?
It's just a talking board.
It's cardboard and paint.
Yeah, but how do they get the ghosts to talk about shit?
It's not.
It's more. It's not
no.
really about
Can we-
ghosts. It's
should
it's,
move on.
It's more about like your subconscious reacting to the board and how it handles it.
This
That's
is
really
a-
what it is. Why is this so weird?
I don't
Let's
want
talk about
this.
full stack some more, Grayson.
No, let's talk about neither of those two
No.
things.
So, what do you think of a Ouija board, Derek? Would you like your? You seem hesitant to use one. Are you afraid?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What's your experience at Ouija board, Grayson?
My experience with a Ouija board, full disclosure, is entirely revolving around me in a park near my house when I was probably 11 or 12, and one of the parents that were supervising the kids in the park yelling at us for using a Ouija board
So it's nothing bad. It's just
because we were gonna. No, it was embarrassing because the parent yelled at all of us.
Would you ask the board?
I don't remember, but I remember the parent coming up and yelling at us that
Will
we were
Donald
gonna.
be president one
Can I finish? We
Yeah,
were yelling.
Sure.
The parent yelled at us for using a Ouija board because they said we were going to get possessed by demons.
Is that
So-
true? Do they have that warning on the box?
They have that warning on the internet.
I think it says 10 and up on the box.
You know this isn't like a board game. It's not Hasbro property. You know that, right?
It's
Yeah, but
not.
it's
They
scary.
just produce it.
No, I mean it's not. It's not like a thing that some company owns.
Can
It's
you
just a generic category.
Can you spell it?
Got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Spell
Ouija,
it.
Ouija.
A.
Nice.
Is it IA or A?
I think it's just A.
I think it's just
I don't know.
Yeah, OUIJA.
Yeah, and then I went to a chili cook-off.
Which day
but
was
it's-
that?
Saturday. We're still on Saturday.
Oh wow.
We got a
Oh.
full week here.
Oh boy. Is that it?
You guys
Okay.
okay.
No, we're moving on now. Caroline,
And then
how was
Sunday,
your? How
I
was
had
your?
a 10-hour
okay.
sleep.
All
I
right.
slept for 10 hours
That's
straight.
awesome. Good for
That's-
you.
It was freaked me out when I woke up, and I thought it
Really?
was 5 a.m. Yeah,
When did you go to sleep?
9 p.m. I've been up since 5 o'clock the previous day, or 4:30 the previous
You went to
day.
bed at 9 p.m. and
Yeah,
woke up at 5
usually on
a.m.?
drill weekends, or maybe it was earlier than that or something. I don't know. But it was like a straight 8-hour sleep then, not 10 hours. I'm sorry.
Okay, I want to hear about Caroline's week. Caroline, how was
I
your
have
week?
so many things to say.
I don't care anymore.
I had a very busy
Okay, don't need these.
He just threw his notebook at the wall. Okay, please
I would-
continue.
I would like to hear about your week after.
Okay, I gotta find my notes.
I had a very busy week. I went to a conference in New York.
What was the conference for?
It's called Bio CEO. It's an investor conference. There was a lot of men in suits there. But such is my life.
Were you like one of the few women or?
Definitely.
Your industry is like very much white male, right?
Yeah, white old men, and then there's like me.
Do you think being a woman in your industry is more of an advantage or a detriment
No, it's a detriment.
in those specific situations?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You really have to like claw your way in. It's frustrating, but deal with it. So I went to this conference on Monday and Tuesday. I took the train to New York on Sunday night. I stayed with I really hate hotels in New York. I find that the ones that are affordable that work will pay for are disgusting. So I prefer to stay with friends. And then I stayed with a grad school friend, and then the two of us went out to dinner with another grad school friend who I actually haven't seen in like 3 years. So that was pretty fun. We went out for tapas. It was pretty expensive, but whatever.
Was it on the hashtag corporate card?
No, I was with my friends, so I paid on my own
Oh.
credit card.
Get those points.
Yeah, and then
those
I went
miles.
to and then I went to the conference on Monday and Tuesday. I had a pretty packed schedule, back-to-back meetings, but I actually really enjoyed myself. I had a good time. I spent most of the day with one of my mentors, and we had a good time. We met with a lot of people, so it was good. Then I went back to Yale, and dealt with my shit at Yale for 2 days, and then I came home last night. This morning
tell us about
I
last
taught
night.
spin. No, we're not talking about last night.
Okay.
Thank you.
Skipping right over that.
This morning I taught I was supposed to teach a spinning class. All of you out there in the Cambridge area, Cycle and Core with Caroline at 6 a.m. on Friday mornings is now a thing. This morning, no one showed up, but that's okay.
Be there or
the,
be square.
The day after Valentine's Day, also like close to February school vacation week, so there was a lot of people that were not there, but that's okay. Every Friday, 6 a.m., please come. Yeah.
Derek,
Yeah.
can you be there 6 a.m. every Friday?
No.
You
I
can
should.
also come
I understand.
8:15 a.m. for Hit Cycle
That's more realistic.
on Sunday morning.
Sunday morning.
That sounds doable.
Fun fact, by the way, I will be in New York in 2 weeks for work. But I'm staying at a decent hotel.
Nice.
I lucked out.
How do you know it's decent?
It's the Trump Hotel.
Oh no, that's the opposite.
Because it's a Marriott.
It's an
and it's not
emergency.
in Times Square.
Marriott's are nice.
That's true. It's very not in Times Square. I don't know. The one that Yale like always puts us
Jesus.
at is just like I don't know. I've stayed at this hotel in several cities.
She's excited, so
I
I
know.
turned her mic.
Hotel talk.
I
The
turned
thing
her.
with New
I
York- the
I
thing
turned
with
her
New
mic
York-
really,
don't
really
like it.
high.
I
The
because
think
thing with
it's
New York
gross.
too is like first off it's disgusting. Even though I love that city.
the
And they put
Marriott in New York.
no, I love New York.
Oh, okay.
But they put you in like a shoebox. Like the rooms are so small there.
I don't mind having a small room as long as it's nice.
Yeah, well,
When we were in Vienna,
It's
we had a
not
nice
nice.
small hotel room. I liked it a lot.
Which one?
The first one. And I also like the one in Budapest. That was
I
a very
actually-
nice hotel as
one of-
well.
I was actually
I-
talking to someone today who went skiing in Austria last week.
Jealous.
Yeah.
This is another shout out to my dad in Austria because he heard the last shout out.
Ted mentioned us on Twitter.
Ted, hello.
He said it was cute that he was mentioned on the podcast.
Yeah, he liked
It was
he liked
cute.
his
It was
shout
cute.
out.
He
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said cute that I was the leading story, I think is what he said. My dad listens.
I love
Dad.
love Austria. I met a guy at this
What?
conference.
What?
Ooh.
Like an old guy. God.
Tell us about this guy.
He's from Austria, and he was pitching me his company, and
Was he Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, you talk like Arnold.
and
I
I
am
just
the-
told
Get
him
to the
about how
VC
much I
farm.
love Austria.
I am the governor.
and how I hope to retire there someday. 'Cause I
Well,
love
if
it.
you ever are in Austria, hit up me to get to my dad, who can probably let you.
Would you
like, hang
recommend
out.
Austria?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
love
want-
it.
I
I've
wanna
been
go
there
to
twice.
Greece.
I love Austria.
I'm really
What part of Austria my dad would want me to ask?
I don't know.
I have been to Innsbruck. I went there for my 29th birthday. I went hiking by myself because no one would go with me. And
Aw.
sad. And I really enjoyed it. It was like an eat, pray, love moment for me.
Ooh.
And then Vinny and I went to Vienna this past year and we loved it.
Let's
Vienna
talk about
has
that.
really
talk
great
about Vienna.
infrastructure. The trains and the subway and everything is
the
just
trains work.
Yeah.
1,000%.
That's a very novel
How
concept.
are their bus systems? Tell us about their bridges.
Great trams.
really great infrastructure. Really loved the cafes.
What I miss.
I mean, you got to get used to the service industry anywhere in Europe.
what I
Yeah.
miss about
That's
Europe
just a
is the
thing.
restaurant.
They're
is the
more
dining.
rude,
They,
right?
they,
No,
ta-
the
no, they
dine-
take a
Yeah,
while.
they don't
The
care.
dining's way better in Europe, if you ask me. I like it. It's much
Well,
more
yeah,
relaxing.
they don't. Yeah, they.
Hashtag rude boys.
They don't
Well,
bother
they're
you
not
at all.
Yeah, they're not
It's
rude.
Great.
They don't care because they get paid like a
Right.
living wage.
Yeah, they
Except they know if you're
yeah.
American, they give you the American menus or English menus that says tipping is allowed. They add it in there just in
Tipping
case.
is allowed.
They kind of encourage it a little more because
That's
they know
funny.
you're American.
Yeah.
Really?
It's like, don't
Yeah.
tip.
That's so weird.
But I think
Can
I still
I-
tipped.
Can I tell a story about my
Tipping
transit
is allowed.
experience this week?
Is it dramatic? Do you want music
Yes.
behind you? What would you like?
give him the breathing.
No,
music.
No. Do you want the Grayson music or?
No, you can just post. You can post edit it if you like. I'll leave it up to you.
Okay, thank you.
So yesterday I was taking the Orange Line to work, and everything's all dandy. We get past North Station, and the train stops.
It's usually a pretty good line. Usually the orange line.
Orange line kind of.
It's
eh.
okay.
Not the worst. Not as bad as the red
So
line.
between North Station and Haymarket, I was stuck for 30 minutes yesterday.
Oh God.
I
Did you
hope
make-
we had a book.
Did you make any friends?
I did not. I was actually supposed to see a customer, so I called him and we had a very good chuckle because I had to reschedule to today.
Oh man.
So we were laughing about how terrible mass transit is. And then my 25-minute commute with a Starbucks pickup turned into an hour yesterday.
You gotta get your bucks, man.
Ooh.
Gotta get your bucks.
So I was a little frustrated. I did not make any friends. I don't make friends on the
What's
subway.
what's your opinion on Howard Schultz?
like him running for
Yeah,
president?
Yeah, his independent bid.
Yeah, I don't think that's good.
No, it's a bad move,
I
right?
don't know. You gotta get a book on the subway.
It's hard to read.
Did your
If you're
phone run
standing,
low on
it's
battery?
hard.
Nah.
No.
He goes in the
You
morning
got,
to
you
work.
got a lot. Oh, you have the case. Yeah,
I have
you
charging
the, You have the
cases.
charging case. Okay.
And I have two phones.
You are perfectly suited for long subway
What's your
rides.
opinion on wearing sunglasses on the T?
You're an asshole.
Yeah.
What about
What if
headphones?
it's
What about big
summertime?
headphones?
What if
If-
it's summertime?
Headphones are fine. You're an asshole. You can wear it if the train goes
Guys,
above ground.
I
Yeah,
have
but-
to-
okay,
I have
okay.
to take this work call.
Oh no, that's no
BRB.
problem. Don't worry.
Okay. Do you want to plug him on the call? We'll talk to him too. Want to plug him in?
Welcome, Caroline's coworker.
Oh God.
All right. Now that the girlfriend's gone, let's get down to it. Let's talk some.
Let's get some rude dude news in here.
No, we don't do rude dude news until after the break.
Okay.
We're still on our time. Me and Derek's time. Your segment's afterwards.
Oh, all right. I see.
But
I
yeah,
see.
it was the train.
I see
The
how
train
it
was
is.
awful. The worst part about the train. Can we talk about this for a second?
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Can,
absolutely.
can you play? Let's talk about
Let's
that.
talk about that.
Oh shit! Hold on.
No, the beer is in the way. He can't
No,
get
can
to
you
the mouse.
can you just play it right now?
Let's talk about that.
Thank you.
Jinx, you owe me.
Jinx,
a
you owe me
Coke.
a
No,
kiss. What?
nope. Nope, not doing it.
The
Not-
worst part is,
not gonna
so
happen.
I live near Wellington Station, which is like a depot for.
We also just burped
trains.
at the same time.
Jinx, you owe me another.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Give me another kiss.
they
Kiss count 2.
All right, this is bad content. Nope.
No,
Let's
I love
go.
it.
Nope.
and
Give me a sick
they
drop.
tease us. They drive. They have like new trains, and they keep driving them past us. Like,
I
all-
thought
Wait,
the-
where?
I thought the
Orange
Orange-
Line?
yeah,
I thought I saw on Twitter Orange Line got our new.
They
got our new
did.
car.
they
Yeah.
have the new trains, but they're not live yet.
Oh, they're testing them.
Yeah, they've been testing it for like 6 months.
Why?
Gotta make sure
Just
all
put
the
them on.
bugs are out.
Yeah, because the current trains are so good.
Yeah, so like. It's like I'm waiting for this old like piece of shit 1970s train, and this brand new one just zips,
Just
by
zips
me.
right by you.
Yeah, it's awful.
That's such an
'Cause
insult to injury.
Because they have like a third accessory track, I guess
Yeah.
whatever you want to call
It's
it.
the third rail, yeah.
Yeah, they're like just testing it out,
Not
and
the
then
third rail, the third
You just
track.
wave at it.
I'm like, I will be on you soon.
I will be on you. I'll be inside you
But
soon.
it's terrible. Like what?
I'll be inside that train soon.
I'll board it.
I will board it. I will wait for its doors to open slowly.
Taking it for a ride.
The doors will spread open, and I will climb right in.
New MBTA trains. Here we come.
Oh,
Ah.
Hey.
Anyways, but like, I can name in the past month I've taken the train 5 days a week generally.
It's nice.
1 or 2 days might go uninterrupted without something. There's always something.
Yeah.
There's always like an asshole like trying to get on the train and the car's full. That's the worst when people are just like shoving you in.
Yeah.
I just
It's
don't
like,
get-
have you seen those pictures in like Japan where
Yeah,
they're
the
like
pushers. Yeah.
they're- they-
They have these big guys with white gloves that push all the people into the into the
wild,
high-speed trains.
wild.
I just don't get why wearing sunglasses on the T is an asshole move.
It's such
I-
an asshole move.
But like
my
most-
favorite
so, like,
of
the-
all the asshole moves is when you told us that
But
story
why?
that time about you like shaking your head and pointing at your earphones, and the homeless guy yelled at you down in Central.
That wasn't Central. That was Downtown Crossing.
Oh, downtown crossing.
Oh,
That's when
yeah.
I was walking through downtown.
Yeah, you were
Crossing.
walking through downtown
What-
crossing
so
and you had headphones
can you
on.
tell me about it? What was it?
He's told the story before, but
Yeah, I forgot.
I was walking through downtown Crossing at like
Yeah.
9 p.m. at night.
Ooh,
Some get
not a good time.
some
to walk.
homeless guy
Yeah,
comes up to
whatever.
him asking
I'm
for
not
something.
super concerned about that because the police are literally planted in
That
downtown
area,
Crossing.
Yeah,
the
they're
problem
all
is
over.
that area should be so nice. It's like the center of the city,
Right.
and they've
It's
like
not.
they've done stuff there.
But they got to plant
It's still
fitness,
trashy.
so
it should be
somehow.
it should be so nice like that.
They got a Starbucks.
If you walk around above ground between downtown crossing and Park Street, it's nice as hell.
Yeah,
They've been doing a lot of work to that pedestrian area. It's nice over there.
and it
Yeah.
reeks of weed always too. Always reeks
And
of weed.
piss.
Adds to the
And piss.
nice the
Yeah,
niceness
I was just
of it, I
walking
think.
through
the piss
it,
not so
and
much.
the homeless people like to ask you for money there.
Yeah.
If you like, and I was just like, he started talking to me. I literally pointed. I had AirPods on because I'm fancy.
You're one of those douchebags, yeah.
What's wrong with AirPods?
you know what
Oh,
the
come
asshole?
on.
You want to know what the asshole move was there?
Doing this?
Yeah,
Pointing
What
at
was
your
I supposed to
headphones.
do?
because you heard him.
What was I supposed to do?
Well,
Just
he
keep
saw
walking?
him. He saw him walking
he
towards
walked
him.
up to me and like gestured with his hands at me.
like, hey man, you know,
Well,
like gesturing like
You-
this.
That's not the good move. This is the move.
Okay,
the
tell us the
move
move.
is
Tell us the
what
move.
is the move?
Stop sign.
That's not bad.
I do that.
But he might take it as a wave and talk to you more.
Yeah, but you just keep walking and
If
don't make
you-
eye contact.
I don't care.
Because
He's a-
what is he gonna do? Stop you?
He's a piece
Like,
of trash. Who cares? I don't care.
I mean, that's the least offensive way.
You
I
do
think.
not.
I don't give a
you
shit.
Don't want to talk to them. 'Cause
It's
then-
it's almost ruder just to ignore them completely.
You know what's fucking
Yeah.
rude? Coming up and talk to me. Fuck him.
They
I mean,
gotta
I get it.
gotta
They-
try something.
they
I
gotta
don't
sur-
fucking care, Grayson. You
That's
want to
what-
rant about the homeless people again?
No, I'm good.
So
But-
I see it. I don't like it, but they're trying to survive. So like
Not
you
my
gotta think
problem.
about-
What are you gonna
It's
do?
not your
Like,
problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I won't say anything. I
I
definitely.
didn't say anything
I,
either.
I usually if I see them coming towards me, I'll put my hand up like that. Like don't come near me.
Yeah. I'm giving you a warning. Yeah.
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 Um.
Do you know the belt warning thing? There's this move. If you're ever in trouble at a club or like in a bar or something and someone comes up on you, the best move you can do statistically to get them to back off is putting your hand out in front of you like a tackle block, like a tackle block, and putting your hand
Yeah, like
behind
you have-
you
like you have a
out
gun.
of view on your belt.
Well, thank God no
So
one
that they
approaches
can't-
me ever.
So that they can't see it. You do the tackle block hand and you put your hand behind you out of their sight on your belt, and it makes it look like you have a weapon.
That's probably a good tip for the ladies out there.
Yeah, just like hide your backhand and put your front hand out facing directly towards them like a stop sign, and most people will back off immediately.
Yeah, I hate engaging with people who I don't want to talk with. Like the worst now. This is such a first world problem. When I go to Starbucks, the Starbucks that I go to, I think they have had problems with people like doing like the order on the app and then just people just grabbing
Yeah.
their drinks.
Right.
So now you have to like check in, and like the whole point of it is first off to streamline it so I don't wait in line, and also I don't want to talk to anyone. I haven't had my coffee yet
Right,
for the
right.
day. I don't want to talk to anyone.
You want the quick pickup.
yeah, and it drives me insane, and they're so slow about it.
What does the check-in involve?
Excuse me, my
You literally just say, "Hey, I'm Derek. I have a venti iced coffee, which is what I get every morning." Like, oh, let me find it.
Oh.
But thankfully, the one that I go to, I figured out they do it by first name. It's like A to D and then whatever.
Yeah.
So usually, and I'm like the only person who drinks like nice coffee in the
Yeah,
middle of
yeah.
winter. So I literally like I just
Oh, it's the
I
best.
just grab it and walk away.
I don't like hot coffee either. I like iced coffee.
I like hot coffee. So the thing is, hot drinks just make me sleepy. It could have 1,000 milligrams of caffeine in it. I'll fall asleep.
I like a nice hot tea. Like I'll drink an English breakfast or an Earl Grey in the morning.
Do you know what I like for tea?
Yeah.
What I'll do is I'll take like a water bottle and I'll take 2 packets of green tea, cold.
Yeah.
And then put it in there. Let it sit. You have to let it steep for a while.
Oh yeah, it takes way longer.
Yeah.
And it still doesn't
it's-
taste right.
It doesn't. If you do 2 packets and you let it sit for like a half hour, it tastes okay. I like that.
It probably does taste okay. I still don't. I think it's like it's just a little bit off because I think something about
Do
the heat makes it taste different
Do you put honey in your tea?
every time. I love honey.
Is it delectable?
I love honey.
Do you use
I'm
real honey?
Yeah.
If you buy like it says real honey, like the Market
So
Basket
it's,
brand.
well, it's
just
clover.
a-
It's
a
clover
fake
honey. No, not fake honey. It's clover honey.
What's
Yeah.
clover honey?
I don't know, but it's the kind of honey. Maybe it comes from clover flowers or something.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know shit about honey.
yeah, I like honey in my tea. I drink tea like every day. at work.
So yeah, I think to solve your problem at Downtown Crossing,
that one time that happened. First of all, don't wear AirPods because you'll just look like an asshole.
Why?
I always wear my AirPods.
AirPods are why does the stigma towards AirPods so much?
I
It's
love-
It's just people look
Did
like douchebags.
Did you guys
Why?
go to the AirPods meetup?
No, I didn't go to AirPods.
Why is the sky blue, Vinny? No one knows. It's just true.
It just sounds like
I-
you're upset. 'cause you don't have
I
AirPods.
disagree. I disagree with that.
I do
a
have
bit.
AirPods.
I disagree.
No, they're knockoffs.
Okay, but they're not AirPods.
So I disagree
I mean,
with that
clearly.
a bit because so many people have AirPods now. I think if
They're
you
ubiquitous.
if you look like an asshole with the AirPods,
Right. They get a bad stigma
Then-
because of the assholes who
Can you
love to
take
wear
that phone
AirPods.
call?
Yeah.
That's a
All right,
random,
me and
that's a
Grayson will
random
talk
number.
then.
I'm gonna do the news. This is a good time to do the news.
Yeah, let me just pop the break. And we're back from our break with the news. Grayson, what news do you have for us tonight?
Do you want to start with some sad news or some moderate
We
news?
are
or
the
some
Grim
happy
News Boys, so tell us the sad news first.
Well, I think I'll just run down the list here. We're recording this on Friday, the 15th of February,
Yeah.
and the most relevant news of the day
Please don't talk about
was
it.
the
Please. No.
active shooter.
Oh, okay, never mind.
The active shooter that was happening in Aurora, Illinois,
Oh,
as
shit.
of this
Aurora. Auroras are not a good
as
place
of
to live.
midday, whatever Illinois is, Mountain Time, whatever.
No, Illinois is generally Eastern time
Really?
or Central time.
No, it's not Eastern. It has to be Central.
Yeah, it's Central.
No, it's
Chicago's
it's not
Central.
Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
It's Midwest.
Oh, fuck you. Anyway,
Because Mountain Time is like that's West.
it's
West-
between
west of
it's
the
between
Rockies,
Western.
baby.
It's between Western and Central. So it's Colorado, I think. In Mountain Time.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That
not
sounds
important.
fun.
Where is Aurora, Illinois?
I don't know. It's just in Illinois. Illinois is west of Michigan, right? Or is it south of
Yeah,
Michigan?
because Michigan is Eastern time zone.
Michigan's Eastern?
Yeah.
That's unreal. Anyway, did you guys see? Side note: did you guys see this bid for Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island?
Oh, that's like Chicago.
Oh, yeah, that's like right near Chicago. Did you see the bid for all of the New England states to switch to Atlantic time?
I thought we were talking about active shooter. Right
I know, but this is a tangent. Did you see this?
No, I
There was a petition.
I have decided to ignore the news for a while.
There was a petition for all of the New England states to switch to Atlantic time, which would give us more daylight during the day. It would be pretty great. I
We
think
just
it's a
gotta
really
get
good
we
idea.
just got to get rid of daylight savings.
I mean that's makes it easier for people who go to school in the morning, right?
I think it was,
gives
it was
you
made
more
for
farming.
farmers. Yeah, it was made
yeah,
for farmers.
yeah. It gives anyway. It's
Ben
for morning
Franklin's
people.
idea.
For morning people. Anyway, it would be pretty great if New England was on Atlantic time because we'd get more daylight.
Is Atlantic time 1 hour before us?
Yes, it's 1 hour in the future.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Eastern-
Anyway,
I am
Eastern,
super into living in the past. I don't like this
Eastern
either.
time is far superior to any other time zone.
anyway.
So someone got shot.
So yeah, there was an active shooter in Aurora, Illinois. It was a workplace grievance
What was
shooter.
it? Was it
Ooh.
what kind of workplace?
I don't know what the workplace was, but it was a
I'm gonna look it up.
a grievant ex-employee came in and shot a bunch of people. I don't know how many were injured or what the toll was, but last I saw about it, it was The shooter was apprehended.
4
and-
cops were shot. From
Really?
what I read.
Oh yeah, wow.
I think.
It was a manufacturing firm. It
Manufacturing.
doesn't
okay.
say it here. Yep. Why do people do like? How do people?
Well, he was like they were talking about it in the segment I was
Finish your
watching
beer.
about how they it's
drink
typically an aggrieved ex-employee who was passed by for a promotion.
But like,
was
how do people get to that point? It's
They
crazy
were
how they snap.
stuffed by a coworker they wanted to date, something like that.
I think on this podcast,
Like
we
they
should-
were stuffed, like inserted into.
they
or-
were like snubbed is the word I was
Oh,
looking for. They were snubbed
not
by
like
someone.
stuffed.
No, the bad kind.
Yeah, active shooters not good.
Yeah,
No.
but they did apprehend the perpetrator, and he will be brought to justice in short order. So thankfully that crisis is over as of this recording.
Good stuff. Good
Um,
stuff.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg returned to the
RBG.
RBG.
RBG. RBG.
Yes. Yeah. Notorious RBG returned to the Supreme Court.
Did you see her
following-
movie?
I really want to.
She's the fucking shit.
She is amazing. So yeah, what is it on the basis of sex, and
Yeah.
also RBG, 2 of them. There's
RBG.
two movies.
Is she a lesbian?
No,
No.
no.
I don't know anything about.
I don't know
her.
if she's married, but she's not a RBG. Okay, let's move on. She returned for her first appearance to the Supreme Court following her cancer removal surgery.
Oh,
What a champion!
She had cancer removal surgery.
Yeah.
She was
Last-
out on a medical leave because she had surgery to remove a portion of her lung
I
that
thought
had
she-
a cancerous
I thought
tumor.
last time I was tracking her, she like had a rib issue or something.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah, she fell and broke
her-
3
her-
ribs.
Oh, I just got
Separate-
breaking news about the
Her
Illinois-
husband died. That's what it is.
RBG?
Yeah, her husband died.
I got
in
breaking.
2010.
I got breaking news about the
Just
Illinois
now?
thing.
2010.
Oh, the breaking news
Illinois
is about this. Okay.
workplace shooting.
So she
leaves-
did have a husband.
Illinois workplace shooting leaves 5 dead. Shooter killed. Officials say. So
Shooter
He-
killed. I thought he was
He is
apprehended.
not going to be brought to trial.
Well, it looks like he was brought to very short justice.
Grayson, people died.
Yes, they did, including the shooter, thankfully. So RBG returned. So yeah, she was out because she had surgery to remove a portion of her lung that had a cancerous growth on it. It's a very typical surgery. Well, I should say routine. Not necessarily typical, but it's not an unheard of, not necessarily dangerous surgery. She recovered pretty much in the textbook way very easily. So that is that.
Please do not die anytime soon. Please hold on.
Yes. Yeah. Please hold on as
We-
long as you can.
we
need you.
We need to we need to pull together. Do you want my lungs, RBJ?
Can we-
RBG, I will give you my lungs.
Are you
Okay?
going to pivot over to the spending bill at some point? I
We
feel
can talk about it if you want. I don't
I
have it on here,
I
but
feel like that's like a natural transition because we're talking about politics, basically.
sure, if you want.
Yeah.
What's your piece on it?
So I mean, obviously the new spending bill got passed. Did it get passed? I know it made it through the
Yes,
House.
yes.
I don't know if it got signed.
It has been
It-
signed.
it made it through the
Last
Senate
I
and the
heard, it
House.
was signed. Everything.
Okay.
it's
Well, I
passed.
also
So-
have here to talk about the emergency.
So yeah. So
Declaration.
I think can we talk about the bill and then go into? The,
Oh yeah.
So I think the bill was $7.1 billion to keep the government open.
Okay.
Um.
Not towards the border though.
No. Well, here's the thing. Trump wanted what, $5 billion.
He wanted 5.9 or
They
something.
gave 1.3
1.3. Yeah.
towards border
Defense.
defense.
Generally.
Defense.
Some of which would be to fencing, but only a small percent.
Yeah. But it's just like wild to me, like how our government, how this happens like somewhat frequently.
It didn't used to.
Yeah.
This is a recent development.
But
It
like,
happened, I think, twice in Obama's 8 years. It happened twice. The government shut down.
that's still too many times.
It is. It is too many times, and I think there's a lot of movement in the Senate and the House of Representatives to make laws that say if the government shuts down, the representatives don't get paid.
That's the big thing too, because so when the shutdown, like it was probably 2 weeks into the shutdown, I took an Uber and it was a furloughed federal employee, and I didn't realize, and he was just telling me how like, oh, he's not getting paid. I didn't realize that like the people in the Senate and the House and all that still get paid during this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
which is
wild.
that's the fucked up part.
Fucking insane.
It's wild. And also it's not even that's in the case of a partial shutdown. There are also total shutdowns in which no parts of the government are funded and all parts of the government can shut down. So we had a partial shutdown. That's not even the worst kind.
So if a full shutdown, do senators and all them still get paid?
I don't know about the senators and everything like that, but I know that there are more important agencies like TSA shuts down completely. So that would be bad.
TSA is important.
Yeah,
but-
just a little bit.
They historically do it very bad. I think like they fail. They have like a
I'm more
ridiculously high
more
fill
worried
rate.
about the like the nukes and the like
Yeah.
the food inspectors and all that.
I was this stat could be wildly inaccurate, so I'll fact check myself after. But I remember reading something that was saying like certain TSA like airports like failed like 71% of their tests.
Oh my god,
It's insane.
it's like random testing
yeah, like all that shit. And
because like TSA
well,
random screenings,
well, you know what a random screening means.
Yeah.
It means you're not a white male.
it means you've been profiled.
yeah. Like for example, I've never been randomly checked.
Me neither.
Nope.
All white males.
I'm
here.
also, I guess I'm also pre-checked, so I don't.
I
know
also
if
have
that-
pre-screened,
Yeah,
too.
I don't fly that often,
I've gotten.
You're automatically pre-screened because you're military.
Yeah,
but they don't accept the ID always. Unless you have to put it on a ticket apparently.
Yeah, you do. You
I've
have
got-
to do it when you buy the ticket.
I've
yeah.
gotten like explosive swabbed. You know when they do that.
I've had that too. Well, I get that a lot actually because anytime I fly, I bring battery packs and stuff, and they always flag my bag for secondary screening.
Really?
Because,
Yeah.
because I always have like a pile of cables and a
How many-
pile of like chargers and
We
batteries
flew
and
to
stuff.
New Orleans. I had the Zoom, the podcast shit with us.
I mean, that's
like,
fine. That's like
but
a
it was-
little.
it
This
was
is
so
looks,
mu-
this
No,
looks
no,
like
no,
a voice
no, no, no,
recorder.
no. It was so many wires in my bag.
Yeah,
Yes,
but it
Vinny-
looks like a voice
No, I'm
recorder.
talking about the wires and everything.
Vinny and
Okay.
we had such a good system. So
But you
first
can't
off,
see through the battery. That's the thing.
First off, we flew on the school bus known as Spirit Airlines.
Never fly Spirit.
Well, we could have. I fucked up. We all did. Like,
They were fucks up on all
well,
sides.
we bought the tickets over
on
the
both sides.
We bought the tickets like 6 months in advance, and then we just kind of forgot to book, accommodations and flights.
Yeah.
So I booked everything a week, 2 weeks before. Not good. So anyway, so we would fly Spirit. I don't have status on Spirit because who the fuck flies Spirit
No,
regularly?
no way.
So Vinny and I, since Vinny was flying with me, he got to do pre-check with me,
Yeah.
and then since he was military, we would board priority.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great system.
Onto Spirit, the bus in the sky.
Okay.
It was awful.
Yeah.
We should do New Orleans.
I
Grayson,
will.
have you done New Orleans?
Are you
I
guys-
have not.
Are
I
you
would
guys
do
gonna
it.
go see Third Eye Blind at Jimmy Eat World in the summer?
I'll go.
July 8th.
Where is it? Where?
It's in
where-
Boston.
All right, let's go.
I want to pivot to something
guess
that
not.
is really. I'll go. Yeah, I'll totally go. I'm down for anything now that I'm single. We
Humble brag.
Why is that? I want to analyze.
Attention, single
I
people
want
of
to analyze.
Boston.
I want to analyze why you think being single is a humble brag.
It's a joke. It was a joke.
Are
Because
you jealous? Are you?
No,
Are you
because
wishing
of,
of singleness?
your past situation being in a relationship is
Fair,
probably for the
fair.
best that you brag about being single now.
I think this is the first time I've admitted to being single on the pod.
everyone cares.
This episode.
Attention, if you would like to court Grayson,
Don't. Just don't.
Take him to court.
Take me to court. Yeah.
send him
Send my debt to a debt collector.
send him a DM at
the _ doctor 1994.
You know you can change that, right? You can change.
You cannot change your
Is
at.
that
He
your
has
Twitter?
done it. He has done it.
I changed mine.
All right.
I'm just
you
saying.
sure?
Yes,
All right.
he used to be Fresh DJ.
I used to be Fresh DJ. That's right. Now I'm SBP.
Oh, because your initials. Okay, yeah.
I'm SBP Derek.
Underscore.
That's better.
Underscore.
All right, we're moving on. There was a real life Home Alone house that almost killed some real estate investors in Philadelphia.
I've been to the real life Home Alone house.
No, like they went into the house, and if they had tripped on a certain wire, one of
Oh,
them
no
would
shit.
have certainly died because there was
The
a
real-
knife. There was a knife attached to a crutch that was pinned into the ceiling, and the crutch would have let go, and the knife would have swung down in an arc and impaled them in the face.
Real quick, do you know where the real life Home Alone house is?
I assume Long Island.
No,
So that's where it was in the movie.
Chicago.
it's in Winnetka.
Is it Chicago?
No,
Or
it's-
Illinois.
It's
The
like
suburbs of Illinois? Is that
suburbs
yeah.
of Chicago.
Okay.
It's Winnetka, Illinois.
All
Okay.
John Hughes movies take place in Illinois.
That makes more sense. Okay.
Oh yeah, that is a John Hughes movie.
He wrote it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Directed by Chris Columbus.
Yeah, so there was a real life Home Alone booby trapped house that was bought by real estate investors who wanted to flip it, and they almost died. Is that the house?
That's the house.
Cool. So switching to some local news though, did you guys hear about the
Well, can we talk about like?
oh yeah?
Did they catch the person who booby trapped it?
No, they have no idea. It was abandoned for 5 years.
No shit.
They bought it at auction. Yeah, they're just like flipping houses.
That's fucking weird.
That's fucking.
yeah,
that's not good.
right? It's weird. I mean, I
Has to
assume it
be
was squatters or something.
Squatters are like a drug den or something.
Yeah, I wonder. Like, and they keep saying, like, they said in a statement in the article that they weren't concerned that there would be more traps. But I'm like, dude, yes, you should be concerned that there are more traps in the
If there's
house,
one trap, there's like a
or like drugs in the walls,
or money.
a
in the walls.
trapdoor, secret
Hashtag,
base.
hashtag Ozark.
Yeah,
haven't watched it yet.
seriously, I haven't watched it either.
Oh, you gotta watch Ozark. It's so good. That's all.
There was a man who was caught for a hit and run that happened in Somerville. Did you see this in the news?
No.
No.
So a local teacher was killed in a hit and run at a crosswalk in Somerville.
Jesus.
They did catch the guy. He was a like white pickup truck. He looks exactly like you think he looks. He's like middle-aged, late 50s, balding, like gray hair. Looks like a
He's
looks,
going to
he
jail.
looks like an out of practice contractor, basically.
How the hell? That's like.
And he hit and run and killed her, and they found him because they found a white pickup truck that matched the description with bumper damage, like heavy damage to the front bumper.
That's how do you like? That's such a like.
That's
if you-
so
if you-
amazing.
If you think of like the piece of shit crimes, like obviously
Right.
there's
Oh,
rape, murder.
it gets worse.
Hit and runs are, in
Yeah.
my opinion, very much up
They're
there.
up. They're up there. But it gets so much worse because apparently the guy went out to dinner after.
Oh my
He
God.
like was on
I
his
have
way.
reservations.
Yeah, he was on his way and
I
he,
need to
he
leave.
went to his reservation.
God damn.
He didn't miss his reservation after he
Jesus.
killed somebody.
He's like,
I hope he goes away for a long
I
fucking
want
time.
open table points. I can't miss this.
I hope he dies in prison because that guy, what a like all time shitbag.
We're going to dinner.
That box of
Me
Cheez-Its
too.
is the appetizer.
Oh, okay. Good.
So-
save money.
Can I
Good.
make a statement real quick?
Yeah.
So Caroline has a large box of Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
It is the family size.
They're
Family
not
size.
honestly. It tastes different than the regular size box.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
Weird.
Is
I've
that?
noticed
But is that just because you're eating more in a per fistful?
Oh no, I mean I could take down either. No,
Because in a
Derek
in a
fists a
tiny
lot.
bag, you have to eat them one at a time. You know. But
I'm not
like,
talking tiny bag. I'm talking the regular box. So it's like probably.
really
like-
okay.
He's
It's
talking
probably-
regular size.
yeah.
not
I wouldn't
family
know. I don't
size.
eat enough Cheez-Its to know the
I mean,
flavor.
I don't really eat Cheez-Its anymore, but
Derek's a scientist.
I do remember that
Cheez-It
from,
aficionado.
from my Cheez-It eating days.
So that was that
You know
happened
what
in Somerville.
sucks? I don't snack.
I'm
Good.
turning your mic back up.
I eat large meals, which is probably way worse.
I'm jealous that you don't snack because I was actually just having a conversation with a friend today about how I snack too much and how that's my weakest point.
You don't look
Your
like you
your
snack
weakest
much.
point is that you snack too much.
Yeah.
Why is that a weak point?
Because I'm probably 5 pounds heavier than I should be.
What? Caroline.
I mean, there are worse things to be
Caroline.
than a happy snacker who's 5 pounds heavy. Come on, like there's worse things in life.
I mean, I still fit in my clothes. It's okay, but
Right.
like-
I mean, that's not that bad. I think you're fine. I think you can continue to snack without guilt.
I don't know. I
You're
feel bad
fine.
about myself.
No. I will never shame you for being a happy snacker who's,
I'll
fine.
put it this
You know,
way:
you're
there's
not-
4 people in this room, and there's 1 person who should eat less,
and it's not you.
and it's me.
Should we move on to more local news?
Yeah.
We got-
Well, we were pretty local with that last one.
Yeah. So more local to me because I live in Alston is a fire in Alston yesterday morning.
There's like a fire in
There was-
Austin, like
There's
every
like
Right.
fire every day in
There
Boston.
was there is. I have 2 fires from this past week. A huge 4-alarm fire in a senior housing center.
How many? What's
4
the maximum,
alarms.
What's the maximum alarms?
25.
As many
I think
many fire departments as are nearby.
Oh, is it per fire
yeah.
department?
It's 1 alarm per fire department that shows up.
Ah, I didn't know that.
So 4 fire departments.
I thought it was like a
trucks.
hurricane where it just got
No.
raided.
It's not like earthquakes.
This fire's a tropical storm. Watch out.
It doesn't scale.
This is
like
a grade
that.
6 tropical storm.
I don't get it because does it just like there's more going on, so they call more fire
Yeah.
departments?
So
It's an
in
aggressive fire.
this case, this senior living center had like 3 or 4 floors, and it was wide. So they had a lot of different windows that they needed to get to with ladder trucks. So they had like 4 different ladder trucks show
That's
up.
one scenario where you don't want windows because what does the fire need?
It needs oxygen.
Needs oxygen.
So they had to break the windows to let the ladder trucks evacuate people through the windows.
I watched an SVU episode about fires once.
Sick.
It was really interesting.
Thank you for
Do
contributing.
you guys watch SVU?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
That show's fucking awesome.
SVU,
You don't watch SVU?
Isn't SVU about sex crimes?
Yes.
It's
Yeah, fires
spe-
can
it's
molest people.
SVU.
Watch out.
What is with the fire?
It's Special Victims Unit. It's not always sex crimes.
Okay, I thought it.
It
okay.
is. That show is so good. I could binge watch that.
Me too.
Yeah.
I,
But is it better than The Wire?
Yeah, I've never seen The Wire.
Okay,
How dare you? You haven't even seen The Wire.
I know you got to watch
You
The
can't
Wire.
compare the two.
No,
God.
SVP's
how
the,
dare you?
SVU's the goat.
What?
And Mariska Hajgate, or however you say it.
Crushed it.
Nailed it.
Did I get
Nailed
it
that
anywhere
pronunciation.
close?
Perfect.
No,
Spot on.
Anyway,
How do you say it?
Isn't it Mariska Hargitay?
Whatever.
what was it?
Mariska
She's
Hargitay.
she's a badass.
Anyway, this fire was started by an ashtray.
Smoke
the-
kills.
It's a big surprise. The senior living housing center, had a fire that was started by an improperly disposed
You
ashtray.
could smoke in those. I thought
No, you can't. That's the funny thing. There was
I feel like that's such a hazard because you have people with like oxygen masks. and
right.
stuff
That's
like
I mean
that.
that's the whole point, is that it's a dangerous environment.
And
You have
also-
slow moving people, fire hazards, oxygen tanks, and people who love to smoke all in one building.
Fun
and
fact.
big danger.
You want to hear a fun fact? Actually, I heard this from.
Heat me up.
Ready for this? What part of the population has the highest concentration of STDs?
It's nursing homes. 'cause
We
they-
already
they-
know because we're talking about nursing homes.
They
Yeah.
bang all day.
All they do is bang.
They can't get pregnant. They have nothing to lose.
But yeah, they do because they get diseases pretty
Right.
quickly.
They get STIs very frequently because they just have a lot of sex. And they don't need protection because they're not going to get
Oh, Gerald! Oh,
Someone call the fire department. My crotch is on fire.
pregnant. Take out your dentures first. Anyway, that was so there was a fire, and thankfully no one died, but a lot of people were injured and had to be sent to the hospital for smoke inhalation, and they were old people.
And STD checks.
I wonder if you could use your oxygen mask in an emergency of a fire as a breathing apparatus.
well, it's risky because if
Wouldn't
the
it, like,
fire,
yeah.
it can make the oxygen tank explode.
True. Well, no, the oxygen tank would not explode, but it could make the fire worse.
Well, no,
Because
it's-
oxygen is not explosive; it's an accelerant.
Well, it's also compressed though, which is the.
True. If it did burst, that would be unfortunate. But anyway, so that happened. There was another one in Dorchester that was a 2-alarm fire.
Anything at Dorchester doesn't. It's like
So, no,
it's
this
like
is-
Florida to me.
this is
like,
this-
it doesn't surprise
This
me.
is the sketchy part of this, though. There was a fire in Dorchester, 2 alarms, so 2 different fire departments responded, and the fire originated on the outside of the roof. How the hell does that happen?
'Cause
What?
it's Dorchester,
Right?
They flicking a cigarette.
Yeah,
up
they're
there or
like they're
something?
flicking cigarettes up onto the roof somehow.
Hey, Bobby, watch this.
And it was on the side where there wasn't a window or an eave, so
'Cause
it got
it's-
up onto the roof some other way. So that
Because
was,
wind.
I thought that was interesting.
Because it's Dorchester.
What are you saying about Dorchester?
It's Florida.
Dorchester always has some shit going on.
It's true. I used to live in Dorchester. Fun fact, and we would play a game
Where'd
called
you live in Dorchester?
right on what's the name of the street?
What neighborhood?
I don't. It was by the Giant Peach. If you know
Did you live
Dorchester,
near
it was by
Savin
the,
Hill.
No.
Savin Hill. My favorite nickname for that neighborhood is Stab and Kill.
Oh,
even
good-
though it's like
good one.
Even though it's like the most upcoming neighborhood.
It is a nice neighborhood. No, I lived in the bad part, and we used to play a game called Gunshots or Fireworks because both were very common. Anyway, last bit of local news on I-90 outside on I-90 outside of on I-90 outside of Boston, a large piece of ice flew off the roof of a truck and sent a 6-year-old girl to the hospital.
I hate when people. All right, what
So that happened.
what do you do when it snows?
You get
Buy
the
bread and
fucking
water.
snow off your roof of your car
Yes.
before you drive.
Even
it's a
trucks,
law.
It's the law.
It's the law. You see people on the highway and they have like a solid foot of snow on the top of their SUV. Pull that motherfucker over because they're gonna kill somebody.
yes. The
Anyway.
fines for that should be like pretty intense.
They're bad. It's a crime. It's not
as a person who no longer owns a car,
It's a
it doesn't
misdemeanor, at
concern me
least.
as
I mean,
much,
it's
but
bad.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you how many times like I've driven behind like a minivan, and like just gotten hit with like
Yeah.
a fucking ton.
And
of
like
snow.
if that covers your windshield, you're not expecting it. You think someone's hitting your car, you're gonna swerve. You could hit another car. Like it's really dangerous.
Nah, I'm a good driver.
This girl, the 6-year-old girl, went to the hospital because the ice slammed into the windshield of their car.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's fine. She wasn't like seriously injured, but it was bad enough for her to need to the
Do you know
go to the
what
hospital.
you know where I'd love to drive to? Bagel World. Vinny knows.
Oh
all
yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's up by
It's good.
Natick. Where
Brugger's is
that?
better.
Bagel?
Brugger's is better.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
Do
is.
you know what I just learned about Bagel? You
This
don't
is
like
contentious. This
Well,
is a
you
contentious
don't like
topic.
Bagel World because you have to wait. Do you know what I just found
No,
out?
Brugger's is better. They have better coffee too.
Do you know what I found out about Bagel World?
I'm
You can-
on Vinny's side here.
You can
What?
call ahead and you just walk right in and grab it. I didn't know that.
What?
Ooh,
Ow.
twist. You can walk in. Do you want to talk about that emergency declaration?
Yeah.
Are you knowledgeable about it?
So I know a couple things about his speech that he gave specifically.
I don't know anything about the speech. So
The only
let's
thing
talk-
I know is he declared national emergency on the wall.
Yeah.
And it's going to go to court now or something.
He
and
so
Well,
that's the
probably
interesting
never
part
get built.
is that he said this during the speech. He said, well, we know it's going to go to the courts, and we know it's going to go to the Ninth Circuit, and they're going to probably block it, and then we're going to go to a different circuit, and they're going to block it.
Yeah.
And then we'll take it to the Supreme Court, and maybe we'll get a fair shake.
The best part was Mitch McConnell.
That's what he said.
He's
I
a
don't-
pushover.
oh,
My God.
fuck yeah! He's like, I was reading interviews. Like,
Mitch McConnell supported it.
well, at first
Yeah.
he's like, I'm against it.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well,
Stupid turtle.
well, it's lawful for the president to do it, so we'll support it. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? Just because it's lawful doesn't mean you should do it.
There's a terminology that's commonly used in Washington called lawful but awful,
Have you?
and this falls into that bracket
You want to know why Chicago is called the Windy City?
because Mitch McConnell's a motherfucker.
Wh-
Where are you going with
because
this?
old people have STDs.
It's called the Windy City, not because of how windy it is, because the politics are pushovers.
Good one.
Have you guys ever
No,
seen?
that's like literally why it's called.
Have
the
you guys
Windy
ever
Got
seen
'em.
Hannibal, the movie Hannibal?
No, I
No.
hate scary movies.
But every time I see Mitch McConnell, I think
That's
of,
like a
I
funny
think of this
movie.
character from Hannibal, Mason
Oh, God.
Verger from Hannibal.
I don't love that.
I
That's
literally
scary.
That's so
always think that's Mitch McConnell.
Oh man.
I mean, that's somewhat accurate, but
So-
it's scary.
So some of the lies that Trump said during this declaration was that he has built a lot of the wall already.
False.
He has not.
False.
He has not. They've repaired sections of existing wall with newer versions of the wall. He said that most of the drugs do not come through the ports of entry. Most of the drugs come across unprotected parts. Verifiably false.
You
They
guys-
don't.
you
Is
guys-
that really verified?
and you
false?
guys
Yeah.
keep talking. I get changed, but
No
keep
problem.
talking.
Verifiably false. They do not catch the majority of the drugs that are apprehended at points of entry, and they are patrolling the other parts. They're not sitting around with their thumbs up their
I
asses
feel
on
like
the other
that-
parts of the
that's
wall.
a very contentious
They're
stat.
they are
in my
patrolling
opinion.
the other parts of the walls. There's sensors. There are guards constantly going up and down. Most of the drugs that get through at the ports of entry. If you want to stop something, stop the ports of entry
Can I?
from getting
Well,
drugs through.
I think that stat can be
True, but
'Cause
it
you
is
can't-
not. It is not verifiably true.
Exactly.
In the inverse, it is not confirmably true that the drugs come through between
like-
the ports of entry.
It's like me saying like,
It's not true, so it must be true.
Yeah.
right? Like you can't. Anyway, you have to. The burden of proof lies on the accuser, and he has not proven this
Yeah.
statistic. So, the ports of entry are the problem, not the wall. He is claiming otherwise with no proof. That's the issue. He also claimed that Obama added more to the national debt than any other president.
I believe he's on path to surpass that.
That is what?
I believe Trump is on.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is on past this, but it is also not true. Obama did not add more. Bush added more to the national debt than Obama did during his tenure.
Really?
Yeah,
What's the national debt at right now?
22 trillion.
Wow.
Yeah, it's on. No, it's
So-
on course to reach 22.
So
trillion,
Clinton-
or 23 trillion.
Through Clinton, there was a surplus, if I'm not mistaken. Was there still
Right,
national
and-
debt? Because that's different.
No. The deficit is different from the debt. So the
Yeah.
deficit is the spending versus the income.
Okay.
So under Obama, the deficit, which is like real time what the status is,
Yeah.
not the debt, which is the pile of money that we're missing. So the deficit, the real time spending deficit difference under Obama was the lowest under the past like 4 presidents.
What was it?
I don't know. It was probably like 5. I think it was like 5 billion deficit.
Okay.
That we were spending 5 billion more than we were taking in taxes or something like that. Anyway, that number, I don't know what the comparison is, but that is the lowest of like the past 4 presidents. So Obama did not add more to the debt. He added less comparatively with inflation
Can I
than
ask a
Bush
question?
added before him.
Trump is a businessman, right?
Yeah, he said he was going to run the country like a business. Caveat, all of his businesses have failed and he has gone.
Well-
he ran a casino out of business. That's impressive. To run a casino out of business.
So I'm not a Trump supporter by any means.
He's not a good businessman.
He's okay.
No. If he had taken all the money that his father gave him on the order of, I think, $200 million or something, if he had or $40 million, $200 million that his father gave him tax-free without paying taxes on it because it was gifted to him. If he had taken that money and put it into
He didn't get the estate tax on it.
No, it was gifted. It wasn't
Was it
an
given to him
estate.
before his dad died?
Yes.
Ah.
So it was not an estate. It was just a gift. Every year he got millions of dollars from his father up to the tune of $200 million. If he had invested that money, put it into the stock market, or just put it into a savings account, he would have more money right now than he currently does. His current estimated worth is lower. He has lost money on every single thing he's ever done. And every single thing he's built as a businessman has been a sham or a failure.
The one thing I
Trump
will
steaks, Trump
not-
water, Trump hotels, Trump schools. Every single thing he's ever done has failed miserably. Trump casinos.
the casino, Atlantic City is definitely not a good place to build a casino.
Bad
anymore.
business plan. His fault.
It's a bad business plan. Yeah.
He's not a good businessman.
No, I'm not defending that at all. What?
Yeah, Atlantic City. I've never been there.
Never
You want to
been.
go?
Not really. I'd rather go to New Orleans.
He also doesn't. Trump does not understand tariffs as well. He thinks that the tariffs with China are making us money or saving us money somehow. He said that we've gained money from the tariffs he put on China, which is not how tariffs
Yeah,
work.
that's just gonna.
It increases taxes on imported goods. It's not how tariffs work.
We cannot go head to head with China right now.
Also, we'll lose. Yeah, we can't. We'll lose.
Yeah, because China
They're
is on pace to become
They dominate.
Are they the biggest
Are you
economy
talking
now?
about like
They
as
dominate.
as a threat?
No,
Like
no,
a
no, no.
military
Trade
threat
wise.
or
No, economically, they dominated us in every way.
Oh.
You kidding me? Our military spends through the roof. We go against anyone, we'll win.
I heard from a
Except maybe
high
Russia.
level official this is not
Yes.
the case.
Oh yeah, you're in the military. You have some insight into this.
No, I don't.
Generally, so Sarah Sanders was interviewed by the special counsel. That's a thing that happened.
Is she
Her
not
eyes don't line up.
They
Is
don't.
she, is she
It
not
bothers
Huckabee
me.
Sanders
Sarah
anymore?
Huckabee.
Yes.
No, she is Sarah Huckabee. Is she
Yeah,
not?
She is.
Yeah, she's Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Huckabee's
Mike
a-
Huckabee or whatever.
Mike
whatever
Huckabee's a
his
fucking
Right.
nut.
Yeah, Mike Huckabee's her
name-
father.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
born in 1980 or 82. She's pretty young too.
yeah. Anyway,
She just
so
looks old.
she was interviewed by the special counsel, likely about statements made regarding the Russia probe on behalf of the president. So I'm guessing he wants to know whether or not she lied on behalf of him at his direction, is my guess. Which she's not going to confess to.
But we know the answer is yes.
Yeah, we know the answer is yes. Just like Don Jr. and everyone else who lied for him, like Michael
I
Cohen.
wouldn't fuck with-
Michael Cohen was indicted where he was convicted of lying to Congress on behalf of Trump. Right?
I wouldn't fuck with Putin.
I mean, I wouldn't fuck with our government.
I'm a big fan of Putin.
Our
Did you see
FBI?
Why?
Do you know how our FBI is,
Did
right?
you
He's
see-
former KGB.
Did you see the picture?
He's current at KGB.
Oh, probably.
Did you see the picture of him getting gifted the dog and the person's lifting by the scuff and then or the scruff, the back of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
And then he's like, no, that's not how he holds a dog right, and therefore I hate him.
Oh,
less.
it's good guy. Good
Putin?
Yeah.
Good guy. Good guy.
All right,
He
yeah,
seems like he
sure.
likes
That's what
dogs.
it takes. So we got some actually locally relevant news.
It's Derek. It's a little things.
This is
Yeah.
pretty. This is pretty exciting. Trump is going to get primaried from the right by former Massachusetts Governor
that's
Bill
not-
Weld.
He is not. He's gonna run.
Who the
It's
fuck
just
is
been-
Bill Weld?
Bill
He's the
Weld
governor.
was a governor of Massachusetts in the 90s. He worked with Mitt Romney as his lieutenant governor, and he endorsed Hillary Clinton
He
during
ran-
the general campaign.
He
During the
also
general
he
election.
also ran as the vice president for the Libertarian in 2016.
So this guy, Bill Weld, he is a centrist Republican. He worked with Romney. He endorsed
I don't know what that
Hillary. Centrist
What?
Republican.
I have no clue what that means.
A centrist means he runs more towards the Democratic side of Republicans.
Oh, so he's Charlie Baker. You must hate him then.
He's like, no. I
So
mean,
he's,
I like Charlie Baker more than Mitch McConnell and
But you don't.
and
you
Stephen
like,
King. No,
You don't
Stephen
like
King? Yeah.
Massachusetts Republicans, though. We know that.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
talked
like
about this.
Massachusetts Republicans compared to
'Cause they're
Massachusetts
Puritans.
Democrats.
They're Puritans.
Well, they are
You want
they are
Cali-
puritanical, but that's not why I don't
you
like
want
them.
a California surfing dude Republican. Or
I want-
Democrat,
I want-
Democrat.
There's like no such thing as
I
like a
want
California
I want
Republican.
Massachusetts Democrats. There are a lot of California Republicans. Are you kidding?
Are we gonna talk about? Can we talk
Are you
about?
kidding?
Can we talk about Liz
Did
Warren?
you say there's no California Republicans?
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
That's not true at all.
really?
No, California has what is that?
She says boring.
Oh, California Republicans
No.
are huge. There are more Republican politicians in California than there are Republican politicians in like Missouri.
Dave told me
California
this
is
podcast-
California is incredibly contested. It is
listening.
a huge hot
Listen.
spot.
I didn't know. I didn't know that.
There's a massive Republican base in California.
I
It's
didn't know
just
that.
not as big as the Democratic base. But it is big. It's big compared by any standard.
Caroline, what's your input on these issues?
In my opinion, the news part's boring. I like us asking the weird questions for the first half, but I know we need to have a second half to get the listeners to listen.
yeah,
We need to have something of them to tune into.
it's
every
not.
week.
It's not a perfect recipe.
Can I?
yet.
Okay, finish your topic.
No,
now.
that's pretty much it.
I have one last question. 'cause I
It's
gotta
exciting
go.
that Trump is getting primary.
Yeah, I hope a lot of run against him and he
Yeah.
loses his mind.
I know.
Oh, I saw actually something come out that said a majority of voters think that the Democrats will unseat Trump in 2020.
I hope so.
I'm good. They will.
Yeah.
I mean, they literally only lost because Hillary ran.
And
Hillary was a terrible
I don't
candidate.
think so because Democrats have so many fucking candidates.
And
coming
she
out
won the
woodworks.
popular vote, by the way.
Yeah, well, we're not talking about the past.
Literally Trump won.
Yeah, okay.
Trump won because of 80,000 votes in 3 cities.
Okay, but what
Just
I'm talking
saying.
about though
Just saying.
is what came out is so they think that Democrats will win. However, the Democrats have so many candidates right now. They need to find a front runner, and
They will.
That's what the primary season.
So they're going to have.
We are 2 years out.
They're less than 2 years.
Less than 2 years out.
They're going to have the debates.
Liz Warren needs to drop out.
She's not going to.
No, she won't.
She would be a terrible president if she got elected.
Disagree.
Hold on, Vinny. Sorry.
No. We got to go to Vinny, but
no.
but
Real quick.
disagree.
Can I make my
No. We got to go to
no,
Vinny.
no,
We can
no,
come back.
no,
We'll come back to this.
No.
We'll come back to it.
So she's great for getting everyone together and rallying Democrats. She would be an awful president.
Disagree.
Why?
Continue.
She's a
What
woman.
were you saying?
Anyways, the debates are going to be different this time. They're going to try to group them up into
Yeah.
different groups
Yeah.
versus having them all go at once. So
That's
you actually
exciting.
can hear
I'm so excited.
the different people actually speak versus trying to have like 10 people in 1 hour debate, which is going to be impossible.
Yeah.
So
like
the
the Republican
debates.
primary.
Yeah, that was a mess.
The Republican primary was a fucking mess.
Yeah.
You got Rand Paul debating Cruz, debating Rubio. It was bad. It was a bad time.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
What was the brain surgeon's name? I always forget. Ben Carson.
Ben Carson.
Ben Carson. Oh, what a bad candidate.
Here's
Here's
my Democratic ticket for 2020. You ready for this? Joe Biden with Beto O'Rourke as his vice president.
Joe
No.
Biden, Kamala Harris.
I do like Kamala Harris, so I'll take
Biden Harris. It needs to happen. Or Harris Biden. Either way.
that. I'm a big,
Or Harris Beto. Harris O'Rourke. That would be a pretty good ticket.
that would be a good ticket. Yeah.
I would vote heavily for Harris.
The problem with I
Harris
guess the problem with Biden and
He's old.
Beto, two white
They're two
guys.
white men, and you have to have at least a person of color or at least a woman on the
Kamala
ticket.
Harris is the shit. So
I think Kamala Harris and O'Rourke, because Kamala has more experience than O'Rourke.
Okay, Vinny, you look like you're done with this.
Is Cardi B the new DJ Khaled?
That turn out of left field.
Did you say DJ Khaled?
Khaled? What's his name?
Khaled.
Yeah.
Khaled, DJ Khaled.
I should know this in every fucking song.
Khaled.
Dean does the best. He hates DJ Khaled. So do I. He goes, "We the best music. We the best music."
I agree with that.
But Cardi B is the new DJ Khaled.
No, like
Khaled.
Khaled.
There you go.
I kind of don't mind I don't mind.
I like
B.
Cardi B.
I
You know what's
won't go that
interesting?
far yet.
You know what's interesting though is Ariana Grande slowly turning into Cardi B.
Stay tuned for that in the next episode. I have to leave.
All right.
Okay, all right.
We'll talk next week.
You're gonna miss your reservation.
Bye.
Bye.
Turn this off.
If you can dream it, you can do it.
Life's what you make of it.